Hey everybody, this is going to be a chair yoga for us to be able to do some yoga if we're feeling some pain, or maybe our wrists are really bothering us, or our knees. This is an option, and just know that any pose is totally up to you. If you feel like it's not for you today, don't do it. That's totally fine. Do what works and avoid what doesn't work, and find maybe an alternative that you like, or do a few more poses that feel good for you. So let's start. Sitting up nice and tall on your chair with your feet flat on the floor best you can. Arms out to the side in our seated mountain, and go ahead and close the eyes. Breathe deeply. Letting the belly expand on your inhale. As you breathe deeply, feel your shoulders soften down away from the ears. Let your body find comfort in this moment. And let your body find comfort in the entire practice. Keeping the eyes closed, letting the breath ground you into the moment. Begin to set an intention for our practice here today. Set the attention, and maybe that's just taking some time out for yourself, or making some time for exercise, or maybe you need to focus more on self-care. And whatever that intention is for you, inhale that deep into your heart and exhale. Good. Slowly blink the eyes open and let your arms relax. So starting with a modified Sun Salutation, use your breath as the guide and listen to the body. Inhaling your arms up. And as we exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. We're going to inhale up. And as they come down, we're going to exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale up, let the back become flat. Exhale, forward. Good. Inhale the arms all the way up. And exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Releasing the hands to the sides. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold as we swan dive down. Inhale up halfway to our flat back. Exhale, forward fold, letting the head and neck just relax. Good. Inhale up halfway again. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Release down. Inhale up. Exhale, release to swan dive down. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale up, elongating that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Good. Releasing the hands. reaching the fingertips down towards the ground as if someone's pulling on to those hands, those wrists, elongating, but keeping a nice long spine, proud chest. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, elongating, lifting that heart through the top of the head. We elongate our spine. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, once again, all the way up. And exhale to heart center. Releasing the hands. We can hold on to the bottom of our chair and zippering one arm up and then leaning over. Breathing in through the long side of our torso, keeping our core nice and tight here. You don't want to just like flop into it. We really want to reach up and out to laterally flex the spine. Good. Inhale back up. Exhale, bring the hand down. Good. Inhale the other hand up. Exhale, and we're going to lean all the way as far as we can today without falling out of our chair. Reaching through that arm, lifting the entire torso. Breathing into the side body. Good. Inhale. And exhale, bring that hand back down. Good. And we can continue that again, or you can also try to inhale both arms up, bringing the hands towards one another. Inhale, and then exhale, lean with the entire body. Good. Keeping that core nice and tight, challenging the abdominal muscles, challenging the spine a little, but being very gentle. So if this is too difficult, feel free to do just one arm instead of both. Good. Inhale up to center. Exhale down to the other side. Good. Keeping that spine as long as you can, as if it's being pulled out, away. Start to feel a little more of a challenge there. A little more work in the shoulders. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale up to center. Exhale, release the hands down. Good. If it feels good, go ahead and shake those hands out, get some blood going back in there. We're going to bring the hands up to about shoulder height and then bend the elbows. So our elbows are even with the shoulders. Our arms are pulled back. But as we remember that yoga is a balance of effort and ease, we don't want to be squeezing too far back on this one. We're just going to inhale the hands straight up overhead and exhale, bringing the elbows down, keeping the hands stacked over the elbows. Inhale up and exhale down. Taking your time. Inhale up, really reaching. Exhale down, keeping the heart lifted and the collarbones wide. And maybe you have one shoulder that's a little bit tighter than the other and it doesn't go all the way up, and that's okay. Just going to your point where you feel you're achieving a gentle stretch, because we're still just warming up right now. Good. And one more repetition. Inhale up and exhale down. Once again, releasing the arms. Maybe this time gently rotating the wrists, finding a nice full range for your wrists, rotating in one direction, and then switching that direction. Good. allowing the hands to come to rest. We're going to inhale the arms up once again, but placing the hands in the back of the head, supporting the head and neck, keeping the neck very long. We're going to gently arch the back. So leaving the heart to elevate, to open, and supporting the neck so our head isn't falling back onto our shoulders. We're just keeping it gently supported and bringing the elbows back comfortably to stretch the chest. Keeping the core engaged, noticing maybe your low back starting to work to hold you up so long and strong. Good. Inhale and exhale, release the hands, allowing them to come back down. Good. Inhaling those shoulders up, exhaling them down as we circle around. And if you find a point where you really want to stay there, pulling a little more, that really feels good, go for it. It's only a suggestion and never a command. See what feels best for your body today. And perhaps switching the circle. So inhaling up the opposite way, exhaling down. Really tapping into the breath and the movement together. You can really deepen and enhance your practice when we're really paying attention to those things. Inhale up, exhale down, noticing the breath as it moves through the body and as your body moves. Good, allowing the shoulders to come to rest. I'm going to bring the hands up once again, even with the shoulders. Bring them together in front of us. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms out. So now our palms are facing out away from us. And I'm going to turn to the side, but you don't need to do this because we're going to bring our sternum back towards our spine. So we're bringing the front of the chest, back towards the spine. So you notice my head drops down a little bit. I'm really just rounding the back, making the chest concave, but only to the point that feels right on my spine. I like this because it spreads my shoulder blades out. And so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to inhale, exhale, bring one shoulder up towards the sky, the other one down towards the earth. So from the front, that would look like here. We keep that cave in front of the chest. Inhale and exhale, laterally flexing the spine. Breathing in to anywhere you feel that tightness, that warmth beginning. Good. Inhale up. Same thing, keeping that cave, and then exhale down. Allow the shoulder blade to stretch, to pull away, possibly from the rib cage, maybe down and away towards the earth. Good. Keep breathing. Nice and even breaths. Something we might have to pay attention to because it's harder when we start folding or when we do difficult poses to keep our breath nice and even. We tend to hold the breath. Good. When you're ready, inhale up to the center, straighten the spine, and then lift the arms up overhead and back as far as they go for you today. Now, once again, maybe your arms are here a little bit bent and maybe they're in front of your head, and that's fine. But if you have the access to open the shoulders, you can bring them back a little bit farther, but if that's not calling you today, then you do not have to. Just keep that core nice and engaged. Inhale and exhale, release the hands back down. Great job. Once again, rotate the wrists. Maybe flex the wrists a little bit. Getting the blood going back in those hands. All right, placing the hands on the knees, we're gonna do a seated cat and cow. So grabbing hold on here, we're gonna bring the spine back behind us, and then inhale, lift the chest up and through, and then reverse it. So this is just like cat and cow when we're on our hands and knees. Same type of movement, but you may need to focus a little bit more on creating that chain-like articulation of the spine. We want to get each vertebrae involved as we slowly move in, lifting up, widening those collarbones, and then exhale as we reverse that, dropping the head, tucking the tailbone, and then inhale, lifting up and through. Take your time. And once again, if it feels better to hold one pose a little bit longer, you want to stay in that cat position or maybe kind of lean off to one side a little. That feels good. Listen to it, be with it, and sit into it. Good, one more cycle through your cat and cow. Good. Allow the spine to become neutral once again. Releasing the knees, we're going to bring the arms up overhead once again. Drop one hand down. So you're reaching your palm in between your shoulder blades, and the other hand is going to go touch the elbow. So we're going to try and bring that arm back as far as it goes for us today without making our head move out of the way. Now, again, if your shoulders aren't as flexible, that's fine. You can just grab onto the arm and pull. You can just drop it down behind the back. Or if you're more flexible, placing the hands on the elbow and engaging it down a little bit further. So your spine is still nice and long. Good. Inhale and exhale. We're going to lean just to elongate the side that the elbow is pointed up at the sky. So we're going to bring that elbow from the ceiling or to the sky to the wall. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, release the hands. Good. Inhale the arms up. You're going to bend the opposite arm behind. Bring the hand on top of the elbow. And you can stay right there if those lateral bends aren't feeling so great today. But if you'd like to engage in more flexion, lateral flexion of the spine, inhale. Strong core, long spine. Exhale. Allowing the core to be tight and engaged, and your spine to be nice and long. As we stretch our triceps. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come on up, release those hands, exhale them down. So we're going to come into a wide-legged warrior 2 position. So you may need to come to the end of your seat. Just make sure that you are balanced and not falling off. So we're going to reach one leg out to the side, maybe pointing to the side. It might be rotated in a little bit. We're going to reach the opposite leg out as, relatively straight. Now, pay attention to your knee. If it's not feeling good, give it a little bit of a break. You can come more to the edge, and that might give you more movement. Or you can also come to kind of the corner, which might allow you to bring the leg back, which puts less pressure on the knee. So just listen and follow along with the messages that your body is giving you. Front arm is going to go straight over that knee. Back arm is going to go over the back leg. Warrior 2. Nice long core, shoulders are down against the rib cage, heart is still lifted. Squeeze everything. Good. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna bring the hand down on the inside of the thigh, reaching the other one straight up overhead into side angle. Good. Good, come back to warrior two. Squeeze those muscles, press into the earth. Let's reverse warrior, dropping the back arm, scooping back towards that back foot. Good, inhale forward, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, extended side angle. Good, up to warrior two. Excellent, reverse it. And then come back down through center, and we're gonna go straight into side angle. Beautiful. Return to warrior two. Bring hands to heart center. Looking great. Good, now we're gonna switch to the other side. Up to you how you wanna do this. So you can bring both legs in and reset. If you have a small chair, you may just be able to place the other foot out and bring that foot in. Totally up to you. So we're gonna switch sides. You might be able to just swing it around, or you may have to adjust on your seat, and that is totally okay. All right. So inhale the arms up, gazing over that front arm. Good, inhale. Let the core be nice and strong, right? Because we want this to be engaged and not just kind of sitting and resting on those hips. We want them to be working as well. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna reverse warrior. Good, inhale forward. We're gonna move into that extended side angle. Not dumping into the ear. Remember, keeping that nice long space there. Good. And we're gonna come back up, warrior two. If you like to keep flowing, move into your reverse warrior. Maybe we'll go right into that extended side angle, resting the forearm on the thigh. Reach, 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 nice long spine. Good, and we can cartwheel those arms up. Warrior two. Good, bring hands to heart center. Bringing both feet back into the middle where we began. Now, listening to the body. This may not be for you if the knee's hurting. You're gonna cross one leg over. Reach the arms up, inhaling. And if it's feeling good today, we're gonna cross one elbow underneath in opposite. Now, if you feel like your hands really aren't touching each other, or you really have to struggle to get here, you can go back of hands or just hugs. And then from here, inhale, exhale, forward, allowing the elbows to come down towards the legs. Inhale, reaching the arms back up. If they're here, bringing them up, and then exhale, back down. But if you're just holding onto the shoulders, you can do the same thing. Just bring the elbows up, and exhale as you bring the elbows down, folding. Good, inhale up to center, uncross. Reaching the arms up, inhale. So we're going to twist. So we're gonna take the left arm on the outside of the right thigh, look over the right shoulder. You can hold on to the chair for a little extra twist if you need it, or just look over the shoulder. Good, inhale. And exhale. Once more in and out as we return back to the center. Good. Uncross, crossing the other leg over the top. Inhale the arms up. And then we're going to bring the arms down and we're going to cross the other elbow underneath. Using your posture, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up or inhale the elbows up. Exhale, round the arms or elbows in towards the stomach. Inhale up, reaching up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, release the hands. Moving into the twist. So we're going to bring our right hand over the left knee. Once again, just you can grab onto the chair and twist the torso so the shoulders want to turn. You can grab onto that chair to help. Let the hip release and the entire back release, the neck even release as you look over that left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Once more in. And as you exhale, return to center, uncrossing. Moving into our chair pose, we're going to bring the hands to heart center. Now, how do we do chair when we're sitting in a chair? Well, what matters is how we engage the muscles. So you can still do the activity even without standing. So what we're going to do is we're going to lean forward, but you're going to squeeze the glute muscles. And you can tell your body kind of lifts a little bit. So you notice my body's lifting by squeezing the glutes. So you're making those muscles fire isometrically. Okay, so let's try. Inhale up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Lean forward and squeeze your glutes. Press your feet into the ground. Squeeze, 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 press. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Keep pressing. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Good. Now you can do this again, trying with the arms overhead for a little bit more work by leaning forward and doing the same thing. So imagine you're about to push up off the chair. That's the same kind of engagement of the legs you want to try. So arms at heart center, at your hips, however you like. Overhead will engage the shoulders and make the back work a little bit more. So let's give that a try if that feels good to you. If not, keep it at heart center. Leaning forward so slightly. Press, press, press into the earth with your feet. Squeeze your glutes. So your legs should be starting to fire, starting to warm up. Breathe into that space. Remember, it's always up to you how hard you want this to be. You can stop at any time, or if you want to challenge and you like it and it feels good, keep going. The other little tip would be to, while pressing your feet into the earth, almost spread your feet apart. So your knees are going to stay there, but you're almost like you've got a towel on the ground that's together and you're spreading the towel out. Okay, so that also you would want to engage. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Come back down. Whew. That's great. All right. Shake those legs out, shake the arms out. Okay, so moving into our next pose. Coming into a seated warrior one. We're gonna twist, taking one leg forward, and I'm gonna scoot to the edge of my chair so I have a little bit more movement. We're gonna bring the other leg back. So think of our lunge or our Warrior one. What we're going to do is lift the arms up overhead and try to squeeze your butt cheek. Keep the ribs in, so keep the spine long and lifted, a little bit arched, but don't let the ribs flare out, okay? It's a lot of control going on. So you can press into the ground as much as you like on both of those legs. You could just be kind of limp, or you can press down to activate. You can press into that front foot as well, making sure that the knee is stacked over that ankle or back, that's safer. And then turn our shoulders the same direction our hips are going. Squeeze that back glute muscle and feel that stretch in your hip flexor. Keeping the belly button up and in as we're engaged, lifting the front of the pelvis. Good. Squeeze your thigh muscles, contract them. Almost feels like you could press up off the chair. That's how strong you're pushing right now. Good. Inhale and exhale. Squeezing between the hands as if you're holding onto a giant exercise ball over your head. Inhale and exhale. Good. Release those hands. We're going to swivel to the other side. So placing the other leg in front, adjusting on the seat if you need to. I got a big chair. Bringing that back leg back depending on what feels good for you. Maybe it's shorter today, maybe it's longer. Just listen to the body. Good. Okay. Once again, lift the arms up overhead, squeezing through the glute, right? You want this glute to squeeze, and you'll notice the stretch in the hip flexor in the front. All right, keep going. Allow that torso to twist, right? So once you see the pose, twist towards that front bent knee. And once again, depends on you. If you want to give it a try and it feels good, you can come off the chair, you can lift, or you can stay right there. Press through the fingers. You are strong, you're powerful. Inhale and exhale. Bring that belly button up towards the ribs, tighten, tighten, tighten. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands to heart center. Swivel. So we come to that goddess pose. If you need to readjust, that's okay. So feet pointed out. You notice your heels are stacked underneath your knees. So arms are going to come out to the side. Head and shoulders are stacked over the hips. And once again, press, engaging, and you can just squeeze the quadriceps. Inhale up and exhale down. Keep going, goddess pose. Squeeze. Good, holding. Core is strong and engaged. We're going to bring the left forearm on the left thigh. Reach the right arm over the head, opening through the hips and the side body. So remember to press down and elongate the neck. Breathe in. Good. Once again, inhale, returning to center. Excellent. Inhale and exhale. We're going to come down to the other side, swooping the left arm over the top. The forearm is just there for some support, right? We don't want to keep all the weight in there. Just really help it to elongate the body. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, returning to center. Pressing now up onto the toes. And if you can, we're going to bring the arms back behind us. We can clasp our hands and lift the arms up overhead. Or You can also just hold on to the back of the chair and do the same idea. But if you've got the flexibility, you're gonna bring those arms up overhead, using your balance, pressing through those toes. Breathe. Good. On your next inhale, coming on up, unclasping the hands, and bring the feet to the middle. From here, you're going to bring your right ankle on your left knee. But if that's not available for you, because the twisting is no bueno, you can also cross over. That may not feel great either. So you have other options. You can also bring the knee up towards the chest. You can try to manually hold on, or that may not be for you either. So feel it out and see what works. But we're gonna try and move into a seated pigeon, crossing the ankle over the knee and sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling into that hip. And if your knee's up here, that's okay, right? You may have some tightness you feel in the hip, and that's totally fine. Just breathe, and maybe take a moment to access the intention you had for the day. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let's uncross, and cross it up on the other side. Good. If you can, you're going to flex those toes back at you. And if you'd like to try a little forward fold there, you can as well, just leaning in. Once again, if this is too hard on the knee, you can try crossing over and doing the same movement. And you can also do this lying on the ground on your mat and bringing the knee in towards the chest. Just breathe. Inhale and exhale. And if we're in the middle of an injury and we're healing, this is just a great way to bridge the gap between our regular practice and completely stopping. There's so much you can do during an injury, so don't let it ever stop you. There's always another way or another type of practice we can do. Coming up to the center, uncrossing, sitting up tall. We're going to go ahead and inhale, exhale. We're going to twist, looking over the left shoulder. Start to slow down the breathing. Let your face relax. Inhale. And exhale, releasing back to the center. When you're ready, try the other side. Looking over the shoulder. Keeping the breath even and slow. Inhale. And exhale, release, coming back to the center. Holding on to the bottom of the chair. Sitting up nice and tall. This helps us to stretch our neck a little bit. So holding on with your right hand, you're going to inhale, exhale, bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. And you may even lean the body a little for a little bit deeper stretch. So you might notice all the way down the ear to the shoulder, all the way down into the fingertips. Inhale. And exhale as we come back out. Inhale. And exhale, let's try the other side, ear to shoulder. You can allow the eyes to slowly blink as if we are on the way to falling asleep. It helps the body to relax. Still breathing into that shoulder, neck, arm, stretching. Inhale and exhale, coming on up to center. Now you can stay in the chair or lay on the ground for our Shavasana. But if you're in the chair, we're just going to let the arms somewhat hang down by the sides. Allow the eyes to close. Gently, maybe allow the body to slowly circle just at the hips, all the way around. Or if it feels better, you can put your hands on the knees and gently help the rotation. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And returning to the center, then we reverse that circle. Noticing the muscles in our body begin to soften and release. Noticing them calm and relax. Noticing the muscles in the face release. And returning back to the center. Releasing the hands to the sides, or if it feels more comfortable, placing them on your thighs, either palms up or palms down. Just want to make sure that they're in a position that feels relaxing to you. Be sure that the spine is neutral and we're not pressing too far in one direction. You want to feel as light as possible, finding that balance of effort and ease. Begin to draw the attention to your scalp, to where your skin and your hair meet. Notice the muscles in your forehead, between your eyebrows, the eyelids, the corners of the eyes. Following your attention down to your cheeks and nostrils, noticing them soften and relax. Moving to the corners of your mouth, to your lips, your tongue, your jaw. Relax. Allow your entire body to soften and relax. When the mind begins to wander, draw it back to your body and your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing deeper into your Shavasana. Allow this moment of peace to be present within your body. Allow yourself to be here. As we begin to draw ourselves back to the here and now, keeping this zened out feeling with us, start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe rotating your wrists, pressing up onto the toes and the heels. Good. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, gently opening eyes. Bringing hand to heart center. Inhale. Scooping that good energy back into yourself. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Finding this moment of peace for yourself. Carrying it with you for the rest of your day. Namaste.